Hey guys, before we get into the video, I want to mark today as day one of trying to get Trump to talk to me about bees and the state of the industry. If you missed my last video about what is happening in the beekeeping industry and some of the challenges and setbacks we are facing and some of the changes that are being made that are really going to make an impact on our industry, definitely go check it out. And with that, let's get into the video. So we're about 16 minutes away from the Expo Center. I picked this hotel because there is a cute little running path right next to it, and believe it or not, even though it's cold, I still do run outside. Might be a little crazy, but hey, aren't we all for beekeepers? It is 21 degrees, so it actually kind of feels like a heat wave compared to what it was with the -10s that we had. But I'm super excited for the Midwest Honeybee Expo today. It's their first year ever doing it, so it's going to be an amazing weekend. For the longest time, I feel like there hasn't really been a home for northern climate beekeepers to get together and kind of chat and toss ideas around. So I was super excited to see that the Midwest would finally have their very first expo. And partially too, to be honest, social media can feel very isolating sometimes because you're only seeing names and words and never really meeting the person or seeing their face. So I was excited to come out after seeing the speaker lineup to be able to meet some of the people that have really been at the forefront of innovation and cutting edge research with helping us learn how to overwinter and manage some of our pests like varroa mites. Hi. No, Emily.
Emily.
Yeah.
I'm Nick.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've watched a lot of your videos.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
This is my daughter Madison. And
Hi.
she's the star of our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we're beekeepers that are very lazy, and we make home honey the newfangled way as opposed to the old-fashioned way. This is SimplKomb.
Uh-huh.
It's just a package for comb honey that is also the production system.
Okay.
I've got a patent on this hinge because it folds through 360 degrees, snaps in 2 locations, and then it erects a set of tabs. Those tabs fit into the groove on your medium standard
Oh, I
frame,
like that.
like that. You put a gang of 4 on at one time, one side on each side of your frame. You pack them into a strong colony during a strong flow. You need the trifecta of beekeeping, right, to make comb honey. It's hard, right?
Yeah,
strong
definitely.
colony, strong flow, and you have to crowd your bees. We have many people that'll, during spring splits, they'll shake the top box down into the lower box, split that one off, put a super of SimplKomb on top, and when the bees fill it up,
Oh, that's pretty.
right? It's untouched by human hands. You don't cut it, you don't drain it, you don't repackage it. You literally fold the lid closed and you're done. Put your label on, you're ready for sale. A lot of people freeze comb honey just to kill the wax moth, right?
Yeah.
But you literally just take that cover and fold it back the other way. Now you have a package of comb honey. It's about 5.5 to 6 ounces, which is a smaller portion size than a lot of comb honey is sold in, and that's for a reason. We want to move the niche product that is comb honey today down,
Okay.
so that people who have never tried comb honey are less hesitant to slap down $10 for a package and give it a go.
Yep.
Instead of $25 for a 4x4 brick, which is double-sided. Right? So we're trying to change the way comb honey is done.
I like that. That's smart.
What do you think?
That's actually really cool. I've been seeing those around. I just didn't know how they work. So thanks for
Yeah,
explaining
that's
it.
how they work. Would you like to try some in your yard?
Sure,
I'd
definitely.
be more than happy to comp you a package.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll experiment with it this year.
Because that's one of the things we're experimenting with this year is going to be comb.
Comb honey?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this is the lazy man's way to do it because I'm a lazy beekeeper.
I love it.
And
I
I
love
call it AI. You know what AI is?
Artificial intelligence?
No, automated insects.
Oh,
I have
like it.
little tiny robots doing all my work for me, right? That's how
Yeah,
lazy
I like
is.
that.
So in the
Clever.
package here is a brochure, of course, thank you
Yeah.
card, and then this is the instruction sheet. On the back, there's some pictures, but more importantly, there's QR codes that will take you to our website, to instruction
Okay.
videos, to tips and tricks. and it'll just help you with the installation process. This is an improved product over last year. Last year we launched, and our product really only fit the largest of the medium standard frames.
Okay.
We didn't know how much variation there was out there. We ended up retooling all of our tools in the factory so that now we're compatible with all the major brands and manufacturers of medium slotted frames, including even the new Apame plastic frame. Right?
That will go a long way.
That's
Yeah.
Can roll a lot.
I like that. So how does it go into the frame? Can you show me
Okay,
that?
I will demo the whole cassette for you, and I'm going to do it on one that is fresh so you can see.
Okay.
This will come to you molded in a gang of 4, and they're
Okay.
right off the press, literally. We like to flex that hinge to soften it up a little bit and break all those little perforations. We lay it down on a table and fold it and snap it in location like that. That exposes these tabs on the lid that are going to go into the slot on your frame, and these tabs on the bottom that are going to go into the bottom bar slot. On the front, what we've added is some fold-down tabs, and if you have some of the smaller frames, Manlake, Hilco, Beeline in particular, right? They only have 5 inches of space. So if you fold those tabs down first, we call it a tuck under tab. That will go underneath that top bar.
So that's how you did it.
How this works is you hold this at a 45 and try and straddle that corner on your bottom bar to get those tabs in that groove, and then rotate up and snap it in. Now I'm going to tuck these tabs because this is a new cassette. Just like that. Once they're in, we'll do that on 2 sides, right? Once they're in, you're going to wax this fairly heavily.
Okay.
We like to brush it on. If you use your own beeswax, the bees will take to it quicker. You can use commercial wax, make sure it doesn't have any hair, right?
Yep.
Thicker the better. There's never too much wax.
Yep.
Do that on both sides. You're going to pack them into your super nice and tight. You want the bosses to touch each other. That controls the bee space. The bees can get in and out from the top, from the side, and from the bottom.
Okay.
If you leave space, then they're going to build that comb too high. You won't be able to get the cover on, and you're going to have to eat all that comb honey yourself. You don't want that. You want to sell it? Pack them in. We push them all the way to one side. It's helpful sometimes to use a follower board or a little shim or something on the side.
Yeah.
This is a cardboard follower board, right? We have people experimenting with how to use it. It is so new, there isn't one recipe that works for everything. And it's Beekeeping, as you know.
Yeah.
We have people down south who will put all 10 frames in a super on a strong colony, and they fill them all up with 80 cassettes. We have other people that will put 2 in the middle. They'll violate that bee space, right?
Okay.
If they have drawn comb, they pull 2 out. Bees hate that dead space in the middle.
Yeah.
I recommend putting in a follower board on either side of that, but some people don't. Like this Bobby McBee's down in Georgia.
Okay.
He doesn't put a follower in there, and he gets them filled out really, really quick. It's less volume than a standard frame because you don't have all this space filled up with comb. So they'll fill it in about 60 to 70% of the time. So you have to go check them, especially if they're very prolific.
And I'm sure they do it fast too, don't they?
They do it fast. And Michael Bush was just here telling us that, they'll put 2 different kinds of wax on. The pure white virgin wax comes right out of the new bees. But then they'll come back later on and they'll finish it with a darker wax. And people call that tracking, but he says, no, it's a different wax. They come back a second time and they put it on. He would know, I would. But I think this, what's that?
The bees move wax around.
They move it around, yep. And he said, this yellowing here is because they put an extra layer on there.
Yeah.
Something I didn't know, but there it is. And I gave you a bag, but I took 1 cassette out of it. So in order to have a full set, you need to back.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it. You'll definitely see it this year.
It'll definitely be in our yard this year.
It works.
There is a trick to getting them to fill up the comb honey.
Tell us the trick, sir.
Which is that you get a really strong hive, and you make it queenless, and make them raise their own queen.
Oh, you make them queenless.
Right. And this is just repeating what a guy named Roland Dinelt, I think is how he pronounces his name. His family's been keeping bees since 1852. He's quite proud of that. Anyway, so this is what they did and you don't leave no supers on, and you let them raise a queen in the hive. So what happens is that, well, there's no queen, they will fill up that whole bottom brood area with honey. So there's a flow on, there's a lot of honey. And when that queen emerges and she mates,
She wants new space.
they want space. And then you put this on, and if you time it just right, in about 2 days, they will move all that honey up into the supers, and you will get the most beautiful wax, because they're just in a terrible hurry to get that done. So there's room for the queen to lay. I have
Mama's
never
got
tried
kids coming.
this.
We need to make a bedroom. Yeah.
I have never tried this.
Okay.
I have just
It's
been
interesting.
told it, and I said, I've seen them do that. I just never had comb on.
Okay.
Now I've done that with just a regular honey super because I had a hive that my fault, it was about to swarm, but I caught it just in time. So I did like a little
Good.
split, left them, filled all 3 boxes full of honey, put a super on, moved it up.
Boom.
So yeah,
Just like that, really fast. And that way you get the beautiful comb.
Well, I wish I had a magic recipe that worked 100% all the time, but it's beekeeping, right?
Oh yeah, there's so many ways to do stuff.
There's so many variables. Yeah. So, but we're having lots of good
That
luck.
is
People are-
that is a nice system.
Thank you.
honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Having lots of people that have good luck, and some people that, doesn't work the first time. Try again. Keep at it. Keep trying.
What inspired you to find it?
Oh, what inspired me to invent it?
Yeah.
I'm a lazy beekeeper, honestly. Cutting comb and draining it and
Yeah.
repackaging it, and then cleaning up the kitchen, or getting yelled at by Mama when I didn't clean up the kitchen. That's what caused me to invent it.
Yeah, makes sense.
It seems
I'm a
very
farm kid.
intuitive.
But I'm
Yeah.
also an engineer, so I just kind of
That's a
had what I
dangerous
needed to do it. So,
I've learned that about beekeepers. Got to be a little bit of an engineer too.
Yeah. I think farm people in general just have ways of solving problems that are oftentimes very elegant, very efficient, and cost effective.
Yep.
You can't afford to pay anybody to fix it. If it's broken, you have to fix it. I'm a farmer's son myself.
Yep. This is Future Farmers of America ring from
All
my
right.
dad's high school.
Oh, that's
1952.
cool.
I was a member, but I never got a ring, and the jacket doesn't fit anymore.
That doesn't fit anymore, right?
My mom's embroidered my name on it.
Yeah.
It was a used jacket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
This is cool. I mean, this is
Fantastic.
going to create a lot of nice comb for people.
Yeah.
It is. We had a gentleman tell us one day that this will never catch on. I don't know if he knows what he's talking about. His name is Fred Dunn. He said,
Yes.
home honey is such a niche market. It's not big enough. Don't even bother launching the product. And I don't know. He might be right. We've only sold 160,000 of these so far. So
It's making a comeback, especially we're from Michigan, so especially up by us, I see it's going fast at farmers markets.
Well, I'm such a believer in home honey. Liquid honey, as you know, is a very adulterated product, especially if
Yep.
you buy it from the big box stores.
Yep.
But not everybody has access to a local beekeeper that can trust.
Yeah.
And
And
comb
that's
honey,
key.
Yeah.
comb honey is impossible to adulterate.
Yeah, I
You
can't
can't
do
get in
it.
there and mix it, right?
Yep.
So you know it's pure, it's untouched, and we call it God's most perfect food in the perfect package, right? Because the wax is a perfect container. So why touch it? Why even mess with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people who sell honey at farmers markets that buy it from Honey Acres for $3 a pound, put it in jars, and sell it.
For $8 a pound, $10.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell it for $10 a pound, and some of them, they have their own bees. When they run out of honey, they don't run out of honey. You do not know, unless you get to actually know the beekeeper. And there's a few. But I would say that probably half the people selling at farmers markets are not selling their own honey.
Yep. You'd be surprised.
Yep.
We have a lot of high school kids and young people who, just starting out with a hive or 2 hives, right?
Yeah.
And they look at this and their eyes light up and they go, I can afford to buy a new bike. I can make $800 on one super. I'm going to buy a car.
That's awesome. That is.
we're beekeepers. We don't have to be poor. We choose to be poor. We don't have to be poor. We can make money.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I think I saw you guys down at, is it Navi?
Yeah.
This year and last year we were at Navi. Yep.
Yep. So we bought the hog system down there because I was super excited about the comb honey system, and
Yeah.
I hadn't seen you guys yet. And then Stream Team walked by with a bag just like that.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, oh, I think we went to the wrong system. So I was actually super excited to see you guys here.
Yeah.
So tell me, which hog system did you buy? The frame system or the whole big?
Just the frame, just to try.
Yeah.
They did that in response to us.
Really?
Because they only had the one packaging. That was my major frustration in making comb honey. I had a hog half comb system also, and it just seemed like too many parts and pieces.
Yeah,
for me to
that
manage.
cover that's right there.
Those springs, they pop out and they go in the long grass, and I couldn't find them. It's got to be a simpler way, right?
Yeah.
So I just re-engineered it, and I tried some things. I experimented in my own yards for almost 3 years. A lot of failures, right? But once I got them to start filling, I thought, there's something to this that actually works. And my daughter said, let's make a business out of it.
Yeah.
So, no better way to ruin a hobby.
No, I think it's very intuitive. I honestly think it's the future for comb.
It is.
I haven't tried it yet, so let me have some time with it. But
I do like the hog half comb improvements though, where they've gone to the frame, where now you can just have one frame in the middle with 8 cassettes
Yeah.
in it. That's smart, and it capitalizes on their main product, which is their cassette. That's already developed and already tooled up, right? So
Yeah.
it's very smart. We're having an impact on the market, which is our intent. We want to change comb honey.
Yeah.
We want to bring it out of the niche into the mainstream.
Yep.
This should be the preferred way of eating honey. It used to be.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Well, right now there's a movement just because of fake honey. A lot of people are starting to get upset about that. So that's something you can kind of.
Bingo. Yep. 75% of all liquid honey sold worldwide is adulterated.
Yeah.
yep.
In fact, during the Obama administration, they actually outlawed importation of honey from China
Yeah.
because it was so adulterated. You know what
I
China
didn't
did?
know that.
Sold it to Argentina or somewhere.
They sent it to other countries,
Yep.
mostly Malaysia. And all of a sudden, Malaysia's entire honey supply went from so many millions of pounds to like multiples millions of pounds of that. Right?
Yeah.
You're right. It's so easy to adulterate liquid honey, and just to unconsciously cross-contaminate it by contact with your processing equipment. Right?
Yeah.
If you spin it out, how many surfaces does that liquid honey touch?
Quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Home honey is the only way to guarantee it's absolutely pure.
Yeah.
Madison, this is
definitely.
Emily.
Hi.
Busy talking.
Nice to meet you.
She's the Beef Fit.
Yep. Beefit Beekeeping.
Wonderful.
Yep.
I've seen you across my YouTube a time or two. So.
Aw, that's awesome. Yeah, we're excited to try it out.
Awesome. I'm glad that you got it back. Perfect. Good stuff. Yeah. Let us know what you think. If you got any questions along the way or feedback for us, we'd love to hear.
Oh, definitely. Okay. Do you have a card too, just in
yeah.
case?
You want to snag this guy?
Or is that?
There's one in there for you.
Oh,
Our contact
okay.
information on there.
Take a few. Share them with your friends. Help us
Okay.
grow.
Please
Okay,
do.
definitely.
You gotta make this thing grow.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I hear you. Well, all right. Thanks
Great.
again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, you guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Hold on. We need to go back to the VIP spot.
Why? What happened?
Okay, so the cool thing about this expo is it was actually split between 2 buildings. The building we were just in is where they had the main exposition center, where they had all of the vendors, and they also had one stage as well for speakers. But over in the other building was a bigger stage, also had the VIP room, which you heard Casey talking about. And in between these 2 buildings, there was a golf cart taking people back and forth that Casey called the Boober.
So what are we about to do?
We're about to see Ian Stepler. He's talking about. I have yet to meet the guy. Been dying to meet him though. He's going to talk about sustaining operations using nukes. That's right up our alley.
They're full-size units, and those queens, those young queens, they're making bees. They'll almost catch up, if not pass, some of my older.
So we were talking confidence in beekeeping
Yes.
and how people have kind of misconstrued what confidence is. Confidence isn't knowing that you're going to always keep your bees alive and perfect and happy and healthy. Confidence is knowing that whatever ups and down comes, that you will get through it. And getting through it is the main part of beekeeping.
I think that's a lesson for life.
It really is.
Ooh, might get kind of loud out here.
All right, so we're going to make the walk. Oh, no.
Oh,
Hey, can we catch a ride? Check this out. You don't mind us filming, right?
No, I don't care.
Okay. Can we interview you?
Yeah, if you want.
So, what are you doing?
I'm shuttling people back and forth from this building to that building.
You liking it?
I do like it. It's nice out. Everyone's nice, so I can't complain.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Could be worse out here, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
We got the sun. We get a nice little trip.
Exactly.
You're making me feel special right now.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to do there.
It's like a little bee Uber. We'll call it Boober.
Yeah, there you go.
We can get signs for that next year.
Oh, for sure. That would be amazing. I'd come here and see the Boober signs. I'd be like, yes, I was there when that was created.
I created it.
That is awesome.
All right, there you go.
Well, thank you.
You have a wonderful one. Thanks for the chat.
Okay, hold up. I wish that we had captured just how much fun this ride ended up being during this expo, because every single time we saw it, we literally shouted, "Oh my gosh, the Boober is here!" And one of the times that we were riding back, James Lee started sprinting to get on the back of it, but unfortunately, this is the only picture that we got of the whole memory, so you're welcome, James.
I don't know where you are. Oh. All right.
Boober.
Boober, yeah, that was unique. Oh. Okay, before we go in there, let's go in here.
We should sneak up on the stream team at some point.
Well, it's just Greg. Yeah, we should do that. I'm for it.
I think that's like Miss Wisconsin or something.
Huh?
That's Miss Wisconsin or something.
Oh yeah, well, Miss Honey, Wisconsin.
Oh, we should chat with her.
Yeah, they have beekeepers, or the Beekeeping Association has like a pageant, but for like a Miss Honey. I don't know if it's every state though, because I haven't heard of like a Miss Michigan.
Okay.
We'll have to find out about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I realize this video is starting to get a little bit long, so I'm going to put all of the vendor interviews in the next video, but there's two more things that really shows just the whole entire energy of this expo that I would like to show you. And starting off with talking with the two creators of the Midwest Honeybee Expo, Doug and Will.
From this 30 minutes kind of free educational video on how to manage that. You're welcome.
All right, so I'm here with Will and Doug. They're both the co-owners and starters of the Expo. This is the Expo's very first year. Can you guys tell me about it and what inspired you to start the Expo?
Just a couple of friends sat down back in May, and we thought there was a need for something like this here in Wisconsin and in the Midwest. And we just kind of brainstormed a few ideas, and it's been uphill since then. We're having a couple speakers, Phoebe Snyder, Liz Walsh, Michael Bush, and after that, it just steamrolled into bigger and better, and you know, it's been very fun and exciting putting it together, and a lot of positive feedback from everybody.
As KC was saying on the walk over here, you know, you can feel the energy and the excitement.
Oh yeah,
and
you
I've
can.
had quite a few people come up to me and just compliment, like they enjoy all the networking that's been going on here, and just having this in the Midwest to show this size, to get all of these great speakers and all these great vendors into one building, one area, has been just extremely exciting for them. So
Definitely. I think you can feel the intentions you guys have put forward just to set the energy for the whole expo. It's rubbed off quite a bit on everybody.
Thank you. Yeah.
So where do you guys see it going in the next couple years?
I think we're gonna get together after this and go over things, and obviously our intention is to keep it going and getting it, bigger and improving on things, and just keep it going here in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll always be in Wisconsin too?
That's one of the things we're going to talk about. We've had a couple people from out of state come and talk to us and say, hey, you know, this would be great to have in Minnesota. This would be great to have in Michigan. This would be great. So, you know, we're going to take all the information we've gathered here from all the people and all the feedback, and you know, we're going to sit down like Bill talked about before, and go over those things and try to make everything bigger and better. And so we don't know. I mean, we are from Wisconsin, so it sure is nice when we organize an event of this caliber. It's a big undertaking to have it close to home. Obviously, there's a convenience factor there. There's just doing it out of state would be somewhat difficult. But we are listening to everybody. We want everybody to give us some good constructive feedback, and we're trying to make this, you know, the premier, which already I think is the biggest and most premier beekeeping event in the Midwest.
That's awesome.
We think so, based upon our attendance and the number of speakers we have and the number of vendors. I think we can fairly say that this has been, you know, the biggest beekeeping event to take place in the Midwest.
That's great. And there's still a lot of people, too, to fill out those seats, because I've met mostly Wisconsin people, some Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, but there's probably still a lot more beekeepers that probably didn't hear about it.
Right. Yep. So just first you're getting going, we've been pleasantly surprised with the outcome.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to the future, and we're going to do the best we can.
Definitely.
To continue to make it bigger and better.
That's awesome. So if you have any suggestions on where they should do it, definitely throw it in the comments. I mean, probably someplace that's like easy for everybody to get to. So something right smack dab in the middle.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we thought, hey, this is a perfect spot for a venue too, because Wisconsin, you know, southern Wisconsin kind of is the smack dab in the middle of this Midwest when you think about it, in terms of freeway access. We're right off of 94 here, so we're close to a major airport. Milwaukee, we're about 25 minutes out from the airport. So overall, when we looked at, you know, this location, the golf fit pretty good. So we're pretty happy with it.
Definitely.
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
I would like to say we've nicknamed your the ride from back and forth. We've nicknamed it the Boober, which is the Bee Uber.
There we go.
And it has been absolutely fantastic. It is
like,
so
it's
fun.
the Boober.
Yeah. It has been so fun. It's been our favorite part.
That's incredible.
Really.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've dubbed that word.
That is awesome. That is great.
You guys have done wonderful. Everything has been. I would like to say that the speakers. So we went to the other expo, and the speakers here seem like they're talking to the audience better. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like the way that they're presenting here versus some of the other ones we've watched, it's like more directed towards like, hey, we want to have a conversation with you. We want you guys, like, it's not it doesn't feel like a presentation. It feels like a conversation. And that is something I have to highlight and think is absolutely wonderful, the way that you've lined that up and the way you've done that.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the positive feedback. That's great to hear. Thank you. Yeah, that panel discussion yesterday afternoon
was fantastic.
Yeah, that was very good, and I like what Greg Burns said at the end. Let's keep this discussion going.
Exactly.
You know, treatment versus non-treatment, and is that even a question? But let's have that discussion.
Exactly.
And I think everyone learns from that discussion. Wherever you fall on that spectrum, everyone learns.
Yep, definitely.
Hats off to Greg, and thank you for the 3 that were on the panel.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very fun.
When we asked them, immediately they all said yes.
Really?
So, yeah.
I thought maybe one of them would have been like, I don't know.
Oh, no. And there was some fun had too. You know, Stepler and James Lee were like, oh, we're going to throw tomatoes.
Yeah, they've been hyping it all week on Facebook.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, yeah, it's a good discussion.
Yeah, I love to see beekeepers working together to try to find solutions.
Right,
We need more of that for sure.
Absolutely. And in general, like, the beekeeping crowd is just the best group of people you could ever meet. I mean, really, there has been so much fun around, people smiling and people enjoying. I haven't seen anybody walking around with a frown on their face, I can tell you that. So,
definitely.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Yep, it's been absolutely fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Casey.
Thank you guys. Thank you for inviting us. Like, honestly, because we weren't Expo people until we were Expo people. Does that make sense? And now you guys gotten us addicted, and I just love it. And I think there's a couple other vendors we want to hit up, and I think that you guys are doing a great job with having diversity in your vendor setup.
You have something for everybody here.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, we want to thank you guys for coming out, Emily and Casey. We really appreciate coming by, and I hope, like you said, you can make it to all the future ones. We look forward to having you again. Awesome.
If we have our way about it, we will definitely help this thing grow into something truly mind-blowing.
Outstanding.
Because the energy here is So positive.
Thank you.
So after the expo, Casey asked me what my favorite part was of the entire weekend. And while there were so many things to pick from, like the speakers, the vendors, the food, the free parking, or the boober, I think my favorite part was meeting all of you and
I'm here
hearing
with
stories
Andrew.
like this.
He's a native Wisconsin person. Wisconsin? What do you guys call yourself?
Wisconsinite?
Yeah, there you go. He has bees too. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I started beekeeping 13, 14 years ago. Somebody had given me a hive. Learned year after year, little bits, but didn't take it serious until I became a voluntary stay-at-home dad. I got bored, and that became an outlet of stimulation. So I've expanded, and this past season I got up to 50 colonies.
Wow,
And have really been enjoying it.
that's really good. So what's your funniest beekeeping story that you can think of?
I have a good friend, and he knows who he is. And we've got a wonderful video of him installing a package
Okay.
where he does run away scared.
That's funny. What happened?
As he was shaking it in, he's getting more and more nervous, and ultimately just drops the package onto the colony and takes off. All of this is recorded, so annually we get to review that video.
Yeah, is it public?
It is.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to have to find it then.
Of course.
So where do you,
Oh, go ahead.
where do you see yourself in 5 years with your bees?
I wish to continue expanding. I've taken it to the point of a few farmers markets. I've got a desire to continue to grow and expand both the bees and my knowledge. This is really a fun thing for me.
That's good. I feel like beekeepers need to be forever learners. That's good to hear that you want to keep learning as much as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
So you do any online stuff like sales? Like is there anywhere people can get a hold of you, reach you, or if they're in the local area they can come get some of your honey?
I am available on Facebook. It's Berna's Bees.
Oh, I think I've heard that before.
And I do 2 farmers markets in Madison, Wisconsin, the East Side Market and the North Side Market. Contact me through Facebook and we'll figure out a honey situation.
We are rocking the honey is just a product until you know the beekeeper behind it. So you guys know the beekeeper behind his honey, so go get some and let's help support him.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Zero, one, two, eight. 0317. 0105. Same thing again.
That is awesome.
I know, right?
It's our hive tool.
Oh wait. Is that a bee on your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll call it Boober.
Yeah, there you go. I always say there's like what, the third turn?
It's called the third turning where after the
Like, look at that tree. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
This is a very pretty town. What town are we in?
I don't want to even try to pronounce it because I can't pronounce it.
I'll try it. Give it a
Waukesha?
Waukesha.
I don't think that's how you pronounce it though.
We have come,
I'm probably gonna have some people laugh at me.
we have come to Waukesha.
It's a beautiful town. I'm really impressed, Wisconsin.